So guys, now we are going to see how to write data on an Excel file. Okay, so you can see we have these 701 rows. Okay, let me enable editing. Yeah, perfect. So you can see we have these 701 rows and then 16 columns, right? So assume we want to add some more rows, or you can say some more columns. That's quite simple. So if you understand how to add new rows, you can obviously able to do the how to add new columns. Okay, so now we are going to add a new row over here, 702 number of rows. Okay, and we are going to add 16 columns as well. Okay, so for that, let me go into the Selenium folder. Yeah, here I first of all I need to copy this portion. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I'll paste it. So let's see what's going on over here. So first of all, you can see this is the path of that particular Excel file. Then we are actually loading that Excel file. Then we are activating that particular sheet. That means this one. If you have multiple sheet open, you can see over here, it is the sheet one. If you add more sheet, then obviously you have to mention that sheet over here. So let me show you one thing. So if you have multiple sheets, okay, then if you want to open only one sheet, in that case, you just need to write workbook dot get underscore sheet by name. Okay, and in the parenthesis you have to write that particular sheet name. Okay, so for example we have this sheet 1, right? So we have to write over here sheet 1. That's it. So let me comment it out, and in this writing data we are going to use this one. Okay, in this method. So if you have sheet 2, you can just write over there sheet 2, sheet 3, and so on, right? So after writing this line, you have to mention where you have to add new values. Okay, so for example, we want to add the new value at 712 row, 702 rows, right? So that means we actually don't need to use two for loops. We can obviously use only one for loop for columns, because we are going to write in every column, right? So for C in 1 comma n calls, that means n calls is nothing but this one. Okay, let me copy this line so that you can understand it properly and paste it over here. Okay, so that means n calls is nothing but the total number of columns. Okay, so for C in, let me put a parenthesis. Yeah, 1 n calls plus 1. Okay, it will actually loop between every column, and we're going to add sheet dot cell, and in the parenthesis row is equals to 702 comma column is equals to C, and the value is equals to assume Selenium. Okay, so for example, let's see what's going on over here. It will obviously add only one row, that is 702, and for each column it will add Selenium. Okay, that means here we have Selenium in every particular column. Okay, obviously you can use a input tag over here so that it can ask the user whatever value he's want to enter that particular section. Okay, so after that we have to save that file. So let me close it over here. Don't save. Yeah, perfect. So now to save the Excel file, you just need to write over here workbook dot save, and then you have to write the path of that file. So we have a variable Excel path which stored that particular path. So we are going to set that particular variable. So Excel path. Okay, that's it. So now you already saw there is no value in this row 702, right? So now if I run it, you can see there is one error, that is workbook is not defined. Okay, let's see. Okay, it is workbook, right? Perfect. So let's run it. It is showing a warning, so don't worry about that. Just let's go into that folder and open this financial sample.xlsx. So this is the file. Let's go into 702 row. So yeah, you can see guys, now this Selenium word is added over here in every column as 702 rows, right? So in this way, you can actually write data on a particular Excel file.